Once famous for its natural beauty, Bangladesh now faces serious challenges: polluted rivers, towering trash, and extreme poverty that push locals into some of the world's toughest jobs. With countries like the US and Germany advising against travel and surprising marriage customs adding to the intrigue, what's really going on? Join us to uncover the mysteries of Bangladesh in this eye-opening travel documentary. Why think twice about visiting Bangladesh in 2024? Bangladesh covers about 148,500 square kilometers. That's close to the size of Iowa in the United States, or around two-thirds of England. Yet, this relatively small country is packed with more than 160 million people, giving it an incredibly dense population of roughly 1,265 people per square kilometer. For comparison, that's way above the 37 people per square kilometer seen in the US, making Bangladesh one of the most crowded countries in the world. But Bangladesh has its own unique rhythm, shaped by not just 4 but 6 distinct seasons. Beyond the familiar summer, monsoon, autumn, and winter, there's also a late autumn and a vibrant spring known as the Royal Spring. Each season has its own festivals that bring the country to life. Spring bursts with blossoms and scents that fill the air, while winter brings soft, misty mornings and shorter days, creating a cozy atmosphere. With such a charming cultural palette, it's tempting to imagine yourself soaking in these experiences. But hold on, before you book that ticket, let's talk about why life here might be a lot tougher than expected. In 2024, numerous countries, including Canada, France, Italy, Japan, Germany, and Australia, have advised their citizens to avoid all non-essential travel to Bangladesh. The United States has even placed a Level 4 travel advisory on the country, meaning do not travel. So what's the reason behind all these warnings? You might think it's just about cleanliness, but there are far more complex issues beneath the surface. Think you know the answer? Drop a comment below with your thoughts, or stay tuned as we uncover the unexpected reality. Surprising marriage traditions in Bangladesh. In the lush, hilly landscapes of Bangladesh, the Mandi tribe practices a truly unusual marital custom. Following a matrilineal structure, if a mother remarries, she and her daughter might end up sharing the same husband. That's right, both mother and adult daughter can become wives to the same man, forming an intricate and unusual family dynamic. Typically, the husband is a younger man, while the younger wife gradually steps into greater family responsibilities as she grows older. For the Mandi, this tradition is more than just custom. It preserves family wealth and power by keeping resources within the maternal line and ensures that the family lineage continues through the younger generation. When it comes to marriage proposals, you'll need to ask for the mother's hand first if you want to wed a young Mandi woman, a surprising twist in the journey of love. But what happens after marriage can be a complex and emotional experience. For the husband, this arrangement might seem like a 2-for-1 deal. However, for the mother, sharing a spouse with her daughter can be unsettling and emotionally complex. And for the daughter, being expected to marry someone her mother is also married to can create a heavy sense of pressure, especially if she's not emotionally prepared for this unique bond. Many young Mandi women struggle with this tradition, seeking ways to navigate or even escape its constraints. Curious to know how they do it? And what if the family has a son instead of a daughter? Does this tradition shift? Let us know by dropping a comment with the number 4, and we'll reveal more in the comments. The unexpected marriage tax in Bangladesh. Aside from a dowry, there's also a marriage tax to consider if you're getting married in Bangladesh. And here's where it gets interesting. The tax actually increases with the number of wives you take. Now, if you stick with just one wife, you're in the clear. No additional tax required. But if you plan on marrying a second wife, be prepared to pay an extra $78. Thinking of a third? The tax jumps up to $234, 3 times the previous rate. And if a fourth wife is in your plans, you'll face a $312 tax, 4 times the original cost. This tax isn't just a money grab. It's designed to gently discourage polygamy, nudging families toward monogamous marriages as only a few are willing or able to afford multiple spouses. While polygamy is still legally permitted in Bangladesh, the marriage tax acts as both a regulatory tool and an incentive for monogamy. Interestingly, many families opt for just one partner, not due to the tax, but out of a belief that single partnerships build stronger bonds and loyalty. Even the mayor of Rajshahi has voiced that polygamy doesn't quite suit modern times. Women's rights advocates have welcomed the tax, noting it's a step toward encouraging more thoughtful choices in rural communities where additional marriages might otherwise be considered more lightly. But here's a question. Why not simply ban polygamy altogether instead of implementing a tax? Do you think there's a deeper reason? Drop an 8 in the comments if you'd like to learn more, and we'll dive into the discussion below. Dhaka, the world's toughest city to live in. A city of over 12 million people, sprawling along the Buriganga River, where every corner is filled with life and noise. Welcome to Dhaka, Bangladesh's largest and perhaps most challenging city. Known as the rickshaw capital of the world, Dhaka boasts around 400,000 colorful rickshaws bustling through its narrow streets. In the older parts of the city, rickshaws completely take over the winding lanes, providing a lively but chaotic mode of transportation. But beneath this vibrant exterior lies a harsher reality. Dhaka's energy is matched by its significant issues with pollution and waste management, creating scenes that leave many visitors shocked as they encounter towering piles of garbage lining the streets. In Dhaka, waste disposal is a persistent challenge. From food scraps to industrial waste, it's common to see litter piling up in the open, with trash heaps growing taller by the day. The widespread use of plastic bags only adds to the clutter, staining parts of the city in a way that's hard to overlook. Many who pass through are left wondering, why aren't there more trash bins? Beyond waste, Dhaka also struggles with severe overcrowding in its slums, where thousands of families live in makeshift structures made from bamboo, plastic, or recycled scraps. These homes lack essential facilities like clean water, proper drainage, and sanitation, with families packed into cramped, poorly ventilated spaces. Security in these slum areas is a major concern, with crime rates climbing and safety deteriorating. With such challenging conditions, Dhaka is a place that governments often warn their citizens about, urging caution when considering travel. But despite these obstacles, Dhaka's people continue to live with a resilience that's as striking as the city itself. Curious about the human spirit that thrives amidst such adversity? Let us know if you'd like to hear more, and we'll take you further into the realities of life in this remarkable city. The dirtiest job in the world, sewer cleaning in Bangladesh. A job even tougher than picking up trash from the streets. Enter sewer cleaning in Bangladesh, a task so grueling and hazardous it's often called one of the world's dirtiest. In Dhaka, workers take on this role under harsh conditions for incredibly low pay, earning an average of just $2 a day. These brave individuals face sludge, sewage, and pollution in their daily grind. And during heavy rains, the city's outdated sewer system frequently overflows, flooding streets and pushing these workers to wade waist-deep in filthy water to clear the blockages. And here's the part that's hard to believe. They do this essential work without any protective gear. No gloves, no masks, not even waterproof clothing. The dangers are real and frequent. Many sewer workers suffer from respiratory problems, skin infections, and other diseases due to constant exposure to toxic substances. Yet, they return to these challenging conditions every day, driven by necessity and the vital role they play in keeping Dhaka's infrastructure running. Their determination allows millions in Dhaka to carry on with daily life without interruption. Behind the scenes, these unsung heroes are making sacrifices most of us can barely imagine. Want to know more about the reality they face or what drives them? Let us know in the comments. Shipbreaking, the world's riskiest job. Why would someone willingly take on such a tough and dangerous job? For many in Bangladesh, it comes down to survival. Shipbreaking has become a critical industry here, with Bangladesh leading the world, responsible for dismantling over a third of all decommissioned ships globally. This industry not only strengthens the national economy, but also provides thousands of jobs, generating billions of dollars each year. In Chittagong, over 80 shipbreaking yards stretch across 13 kilometers of coastline, where colossal ships are taken apart, piece by piece. Men in this field endure long 12-hour shifts, alternating between day and night to keep up with the demand. Yet, despite the backbreaking labor, the monthly earnings for most shipbreakers are only about $80 to $100, a modest sum, but crucial for many families' daily needs. But shipbreaking isn't just physically demanding. It's also incredibly hazardous to both health and the environment. The dismantling process can lead to oil spills and release toxic chemicals, polluting the local water and air. Metal dust and fumes from the yards pose serious health risks to workers and nearby residents. Despite these dangers, the lure of a steady income keeps many workers in the industry, sacrificing safety for survival. Interested in learning more about the challenges they face or how this industry affects the environment? Share your thoughts, and we'll dig deeper into this story. Bangladesh's textile industry, a fashion powerhouse with a high price. Take a look in your wardrobe, and there's a good chance you'll spot a Made in Bangladesh label on pieces from brands like Zara, H&M, or Levi's. Bangladesh stands as one of the world's largest textile exporters, generating around $55 billion annually, accounting for a whopping 85% of the country's total export revenue. With about 3,500 factories supplying to global fashion giants, Bangladesh has positioned itself as a go-to hub for affordable clothing production, becoming the second-largest clothing exporter worldwide, right behind China. This growth is driven by a young workforce and low labor costs, but for the 4 million textile workers who make it possible, the reality is far from glamorous. Most earn a minimum wage of about $100 a month, a stark contrast to wages in wealthier nations. Beyond labor concerns, the environmental impact of the textile industry in Bangladesh is equally alarming. The production process relies on numerous chemicals, leading to water and air pollution that affects not only the health of factory workers, but also the surrounding communities. Despite the financial boost, the hidden costs, both environmental and social, are substantial, impacting the quality of life for millions. Ever wonder about the true price behind fast fashion? Share your thoughts below, and let's explore the unseen impact of this global industry. Dhaka's chaotic traffic, a daily adventure in patience. Step into Dhaka, and you're immediately met with a whirlwind of sights, sounds, and bustling energy. With a staggering population of over 20 million packed into a city roughly the size of St. Louis, Dhaka ranks as one of the world's most crowded urban areas. Imagine long lines of traffic, a constant symphony of car horns, and colorful street stalls and markets at every corner. This vibrant chaos is Dhaka's daily rhythm. Traffic congestion is one of Dhaka's biggest challenges. Roads are packed with rickshaws, bicycles, cars, buses, and taxis, all vying for space. The average resident spends around 3 hours a day commuting short distances, making Dhaka infamous for some of the world's longest commute times. While rickshaws provide essential income for thousands of families, the sheer number, over 400,000 on the roads, adds to the gridlock. Public transport offers little relief, with outdated buses that are often overcrowded and rarely punctual. During the rainy season, the roads become even more treacherous as potholes fill with water, making each journey a test of patience and resilience. Curious about what keeps Dhaka's residents moving forward despite these daily hurdles? Let us know in the comments if you want to hear more about life in this extraordinary city. Air pollution, a severe health crisis in Bangladesh. In 2023, the World Air Quality Index ranked Bangladesh as the world's most polluted country, with Dhaka frequently shrouded in thick, hazardous smog. The city's air quality index, AQI, often soars above 300, well into levels deemed extremely harmful to human health. To put this into perspective, cities like Helsinki and Stockholm maintain AQI levels below 50, highlighting just how severe the pollution issue is in Dhaka. Alarmingly, air pollution in urban areas like Dhaka is estimated to reduce life expectancy by 6 to 8 years, posing a significant public health crisis. This pollution stems from multiple sources, including aging diesel buses, motorbikes, brick kilns, power plants, and the constant churn of construction projects. These sources release fine particulate matter, PM2.5 and PM10, that can penetrate deep into the lungs, causing long-term health risks. Another contributor is the seasonal burning of crop residue, which fills the air with additional fine dust, exacerbating pollution levels. While the Bangladeshi government has introduced regulations aimed at reducing emissions and promoting public transport over private vehicles, enforcing these measures remains a significant challenge. Achieving cleaner air will demand a sustained effort from the government, local businesses, and communities alike, but it's a crucial step toward ensuring a healthier future for Bangladesh. Thank you for joining us as we uncovered the unique, often challenging aspects of life in Bangladesh. From the fascinating customs of the Mandi tribe to the immense challenges of Dhaka's traffic, air pollution, sewer cleaning, and shipbreaking, it's evident that this country is filled with stories that are both surprising and eye-opening. If you found this documentary insightful, please remember to hit the like button, subscribe to Eagle Discovery, and share this video with fellow explorers curious about the hidden realities of our world. We look forward to seeing you on our next journey as we continue to dive into the most intriguing and lesser-known corners of the globe.